Go into Tetra's room and like hump her bed and stuff.
We'll be humping her bed on camera. Or not. Fuck it. But yeah, that'll be the next episode.
Done. All right. Now that I got her. I got her delicious smell all over.
Wait. Start the next episode that way. Actually, fuck it. We can just go from there. Hi everyone. Welcome back to PyroFalkon's Let's Play Extravaganza, playing with Levi.
Yeah.
As we're playing Zelda Wind Waker HD. We are now in Tetra's ship, now that we've gotten her stank all over us.
Yep.
And we just need to do some bullshit to get some bombs.
Yeah.
Levi's the one who is in control of the gamepad,
see,
and I'm drinking something that I probably should not be drinking.
Yeah, it's good for your health. It'll thin the blood. It'll thin the blood and release the soul.
God, I'm such a lightweight when it comes to alcohol.
It's okay.
Oh, Jesus.
It's good shit. Eventually it'll just make you happy.
Royal Rumble was this last Sunday, and for it, Darren... Well, there's another bleep. Anyway, Darren, can't have his last name, and I went up to the Beaver Creek Walmart, and they have a thing called Make Your Own Six-Pack, and they have like 45 different alcohols, and you just mix them however you want to make a six-pack. But none of it's really strong. Like, the one that... I've only even had 2 out of my 6-pack. The rest are in my fridge. But the one I had was a Smirnoff Ice Pineapple. Because I like pineapple.
Delicious.
Well, it was delicious at first, but the deeper in the bottle I got, the more it tasted like vomit. So, it's like, it was really good for half the bottle, and then I was done. And still, I finished off the bottle anyway. Because when you're drinking, you know, you don't particularly care what it tastes like. Oh, wow, that was...
Oh, my God!
Wait a minute.
Are you kidding me?
You missed the 5th one by a much wider margin than the 6th one, and yet you still grabbed it.
I know. That's dumb.
Some bullshit.
That was dumb. that was not funny. But, you know, it's whatever. I'll get it.
That's right.
I almost did that in one go. I almost made that look really easy.
Bucktooth Sally Face over there is just mocking you with his stares. That didn't happen.
That was horrible.
I've noticed...
See, I'm trying to rush now, and I probably shouldn't.
Like, what I had to do was I had to, like, shimmy down the rope every other one, because I got too high.
I'm trying to do, like, a breeze through and be a badass, but...
That's fine.
It's not working.
Well, you are on hero mode. You have to prove that you are a hero. Otherwise, how will they know?
Right. I'm a hero!
Nicely done.
Now I think I should be able to grab
Wait, what? Wow, you were way below that. Shimmy down. I don't think you'll make it if you don't shimmy down a bit.
Yeah, I think you're right.
There you go. You got this. Boom!
Yes, I do!
2 attempts. I think it took me like 7.
That was not bad. I'm good with the physics in this game.
Right.
I'm good with physics in games in general. I mean,
Well,
after you play every single Assassin's Creed, you get good at it. I mean, the physics in that game are like unparalleled. You have to be good at jumping on shit.
But you know, it really helps that the controls are really like the thing with Assassin's Creed, even number 4, is that it felt the hitboxes were a little soft. So like I'd be making jumps, and I didn't want Edward to jump a particular way. But the game sort of forced you to, and that.
But you have to say that even through the flaws of it, even though he runs up some walls you don't want him to and stuff, you have to say the physics of that game are like the best in the industry. I mean, as far as running, I mean that's nothing satisfies you better than jumping on roofs and stabbing guards in the throat. I mean,
I agree with you. But like with Zelda, the physics are super consistent, and I think that's the thing that really helps sell it, because like, if you miss a jump in Zelda, it's your fault. I mean, that, you know, there are some games where you'll miss a jump and you can blame the game or blame a glitch or whatever, but especially with Wind Waker, anytime I fucked up, it's because it was my fault. Because I either didn't line up my jump right, or I didn't take my time, or I didn't line up the camera right. You know, just something fucked up. It was my fault. But that is true. The thing with Assassin's Creed, I like climbing. Like, the rest of the game can go fuck itself. I like climbing. And even in the first Assassin's Creed, I forget which city, I want to say it was Jerusalem, but there's the highest point in the game. It's on the top of a cross, which is on top of a church, which is on top of a hill, you know. And as soon as I saw it in the distance, I'm like, I have to fucking climb that. So I found the way to get all the way up. And there was no achievement to earn. You didn't get anything from going up there. You didn't even get a leap of faith off. You just got to climb up there and look around. And it was amazing. And that was my favorite moment from the game. I still like Assassin's Creed 4, but I don't know. I need to play it again. Assassin's Creed 4 was bothering me, and I'm not sure why. I think I wasn't in the right mood. Because that's another game, like, you have to be in the correct mood for it. Like, you can't play Wind Waker if you're not willing to spend a few hours and just, explore. Like, if you're in this...
Agreed.
If you're in this adrenaline, have to punch somebody in the face mood, this is not the game to play.
Yeah. Assassin's Creed is, because you can stab people in the throat.
Well, even Assassin's Creed, there's a lot of sailing around and, trying to get all the little animus
True,
pieces
but you can always just hit the town and just fucking stab a bunch of guards. You can't really do that in Zelda.
That's a damn good point. Are you done here? I think you're done.
I am done here. And I'm going to find my ship and I'm going to leave.
I forgot to, point it out because I had to go run and pee, but when you were doing the bomb thing and Tetra saw you and did her little wink, I thought that was adorable.
Yeah.
Like, she knows you're there and she's helping out. She's cool. She sort of knows what's up.
Well, she is Zelda, after all.
Well, yes, but we don't know that yet. She's just an awesome chick.
Yeah, she is Zelda, after all. Oh, yeah, did I mention that she is Zelda?
She is Zelda, after all. But there, when you find out she becomes Zelda, like, whoa, what the hell? Oh, that's the fish. I'm like, what the hell is that arrow thing? When you...
Can you take over a second here?
Yeah, absolutely.
I got it.
We're going back to outset?
Yes, sir. We are going to outset. We are just traveling now. I just had like a phone call come in.
Plugged in anyway.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. We're going to unplug the gamepad. It's fully charged. Okay, so we are going... What was that? South by southeast. Okay. I don't think I have the thing. So we are going to bait this fish. And then we are going to go south by southeast. So, but yeah, there's actually a comment I was going to make about her when she turns into Zelda, so remind me to mention that, because it sort of, well, I mean, I can sort of touch on it now, but the fans won't understand if they haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
But, like, when they put a dress on her, she becomes so fucking, like, so stereotypical to the point of it's, like, sexism, and it pisses me off. And... I'm not trying... God damn it, like, I'm not trying to be one of those guys who, like... Because, to me, there's a place for that kind of thing, like cliches and, stereotypes and whatever. And granted that video games should have more, strong female characters in the game, but it's not a huge game breaker to me. I mean, there's a place for it.
Right.
Like, I can't remember if I mentioned this on the show, but I've been talking to the Yakamura about how, like... Take porn. Like, people say that porn is degrading and that porn is objectifying women and all that. And it is to an extent, but if someone is watching porn and they're smart enough to know that it's fantasy and bullshit, then
it's an industry.
Right.
It's an industry. It's just like fucking making cars. Like, the only thing is, instead of putting door panels and dashboards in, you're putting sperm and yeah.
I was waiting to see where you would go with that if you continue that to the end.
Yeah, you're just...
But, like, there's a place for porn in society.
Every sword has its sheath,
Wow. Oh, my God.
Let's get to Outset Island. Let's just get over there real quick.
Yeah, tell you what, guys, we'll fast forward this. Listen to some more color theory.
You know, and speaking along the lines, we've been speaking along the lines of Assassin's Creed and Mass Effect and shit, and Far Cry. Okay, let's add Far Cry 3 to the mix.
We're just gonna have to resume from here since we're having an interesting discussion. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, talking about EA games here, you know, with Far Cry and Assassin's Creed and all that stuff. Have you noticed that every one of those games, like from Ubisoft and EA, now they're almost like in conjunction with each other? Have you noticed they're almost the same? Like, I mean, I played Mass Effect, I've played all of them, and I played Far Cry 3, and I've played almost every single Assassin's Creed except like Brotherhood or something.
Okay.
Or maybe it was Revelations. But the similarities in the way the games operate are just, you can tell the similarities. Like in Assassin's Creed, for instance. The Assassin's Creed was innovative because of its physics, because of the fact that it was open world and that you could crawl on just about anything. The fact that the similarity between Assassin's Creed and, say, Mass Effect and such was kind of the graphics. The graphics seemed to me like they were very similar in both of the games. They were probably built on the same engine. And something else that was similar was the crafting systems.
Right.
It was almost identical between Far Cry and Assassin's Creed. The crafting system, in my opinion, is not very immersive. And they didn't really improve on it much. And it kind of disappointed me about the new Assassin's Creed. You know, it was a little rough around the edges, per se.
Well, the
crafting system, I guess, wasn't really the focal point, but at the same time, they make it a focal point by adding, you know, holsters are important. Health is important. It's all related to crafting. I feel like they could have came up with a more innovative way than skinning an animal and making a new thing out of it, you know?
Well, and you sort of could tell that they didn't really have a whole lot of confidence in the mechanic because you could get around it.
Yeah, and it was...
Because it was like I was sick of... I didn't want to... There was a particular holster I needed. And I'm like, fuck it, I don't want to go hunting for this thing. So all I did was paid the money to the dude who just handed me the ingredients, and then I made it.
Right.
And it's like, okay, so if you're going to have that shortcut, why even fucking bother with the hunting?
Right.
And I think you're right that, well, basically what it comes down to is the industry, the whole video game industry right now is in this period, or it's leaving the period, I should say, where, like, everyone's afraid to take chances. The big companies are afraid to take chances.
Definitely.
So as soon as they see that something works, like crafting or whatever other bullshit, god damn it, I can't pronounce that. Once they see that crafting works and it's popular and everybody wants to do crafting, dude, no. We need to get back in the boat. We need to get back in the boat. We need to get back in the boat. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because we've already done this part. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, wait, he won't let me. Wait a minute. I have to do something here. Show your family members that you are alive and healthy.
Okay, go back to
So I guess we have to... Oh, wait, no, we can't get back in the...
Yeah, I saw the thing. Sometimes it's just hard.
Yeah. Oh, it's not going to let me. Good to know. Anyway, so we're in this... We are just leaving this period in the industry where... No one wants to take chances because, like, video games may take so much money to make now.
Yeah, they do.
You know,
I mean, we're talking about the Elder Scrolls Online just recently. I was reading an article this morning. They say that the Elder Scrolls Online had a $200 million budget.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that is intense right there.
It really is.
I mean, I understand that there's a lot of payroll to go through when you have all those skilled developers on it, but I mean, come on. $200 million seems to be an awful lot. That's almost like making a full-length feature movie.
Yeah, and I heard, and I think it's bullshit, that Grand Theft Auto 5 took like nearly $500 million to make.
Oh my
and I'm
God.
Like, I don't think that's accurate.
No way. How could they make money on that?
Because they sold they sold like 1 million copies in 24 hours.
I know they sold a lot, but I mean, $500 million?
Yeah, it's 500 mil. Because I think it.
That is a high limit.
That 300 some odd million.
I mean, I have yet to play Grand Theft Auto 5 actually.
It's decent. I have it.
Do they have it for the PC? If they don't have it for the PC, then I ain't getting it.
I don't think so. Not yet.
I'm a PC gamer, and that's just the way it's going to be.
That's fair enough. You can always pop over here and play it. Shit.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, we can even LP it. Won't be able to play the music on it, but
I heard that they're releasing it for the PC, but it was supposed to be later.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
They should.
I'm sure they will.
I mean, the PC has controller support. It's built on a 32-bit architecture now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean...
I'm sure they'll have it. I mean,
all right, here it is, John.
They've probably already announced it. All right,
oh, that is a different aiming thing.
Yeah, I have to wait until it's over on the
That is
side.
different than the original one.
Really?
Yeah, the aiming thing is different.
What was the original?
I don't remember, but it wasn't that.
Fair enough.
Boom, 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 boom. I think you got hit 3 times a piece.
It's like... or more. Fucking break. Jesus. So... what were we talking? Oh, yeah, so the industry didn't want to take chances, which is why as soon as someone realizes, oh, this thing is awesome, then everything does it. It's like how the industry went through this period right after WoW came out. The fucking everything had to have an RPG meter.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
And it's like the reason, hell, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and Grand Theft Auto 5 have RPG meters.
That's a good point.
Because... all of a sudden you see, oh god, leveling up addicts players because we're all hamsters in the Skinner box.
Leveling up does addict players.
Yeah.
That is a fact of the industry right now, and it still is. As a matter of fact, MMOs to this day are almost doing better than ever.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I mean, people love that. But as we've noticed, with a lot of MMOs that are coming out, is the subscription model of business has slowly died, and we're getting a lot more free to play. So
Absolutely.
We're getting a lot more free-to-play models out there, and I think that's the future. It's also, I mean, speaking a little off topic with Elder Scrolls Online, but Elder Scrolls Online could theoretically fail because of its subscription model. I mean, we see World of Warcraft, and everyone says, oh, yeah, World of Warcraft comes out. It's a WoW clone. It's a WoW clone.
Yeah.
Everyone says that. That's like an overused term, and it's like, no, not every MMO is a WoW clone, but WoW did something right, and the model is similar. That you can't just drastically change the market all of a sudden. And see, that's what ESO is really doing. And it's going to be interesting to see if it really takes hold. Because every once in a while, that revolutionary game comes out. But the thing is, will it attract the audience that the original single-player Elder Scrolls did? I mean, I can tell you that I'm interested in it. I feel like it's something that I need to try out as a very avid fan of the Elder Scrolls series. However... I may not. I've been gifted to play in both, actually more than one beta for the Elder Scrolls Online before the release, and I can tell you the game is very awesome. It has some really good mechanics that are very different from the traditional MMO, but it still doesn't quite feel like the Skyrim that I'm after.
Right.
I mean, it's an MMO, so you got a lot of players using up a lot of resources at once. And I only played a few things that they allowed you to play in the betas. Like, the first beta that I was in, we were in Cold Harbor, and it was basically the escape from Cold Harbor, and that was an interesting little mission, But I'm not really sure about ESO, but I think it's one of the biggest games that we need to look forward to here. And I believe they said the release date is in March. I think
that soon?
I
thought it was coming out in summer. That's
no,
awesome.
I think it's actually March 2014 is when ESO will launch, and I would definitely recommend giving it a run from my experience playing the game.
But that goes back to what I was saying, that a lot of the industry, especially the big names, are afraid to take chances. The only way you get a different mechanic or a different subscription model or some sort of difference is when one of the big companies decides to put all of its chips in one basket and either bank on something that has a lot of fans like Elder Scrolls, or something totally off the wall that's unique and hasn't been done either before or in a long time, like Watch Dogs. Ubisoft is putting a lot of money into Watch Dogs because the idea of this sandbox area where you get to hack everything and be awesome is not, it's a new concept. Mm-hmm. So it's going to work, probably.
Watch Dogs is a very anticipated title.
Yeah, it was the only reason I bought my PS4.
And it still hasn't come out yet, has it?
It hasn't.
Yeah, I heard that they postponed it, and that's really a shame. Yep. However, if it gets them to polish up the current model that they have, it'll be worth it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I really think Watch Dogs is going to end up being one hell of a game. And
yeah, I can't wait.
We'll see what comes out of it. It is a PS4 title only, isn't it?
Correct, yeah.
And so PC gamers are out of luck. Darn.
Yeah, it is exclusive. That's in fact why I got a PS4.
It's an exclusive title
rather than an Xbox One.
That's a shame. Hopefully it gets popular enough to where they want to extend it.
Right. Well, I mean, Assassin's Creed started off as a 360 exclusive.
It did.
It was a 360.
Yeah, it was a 360 exclusive, and here I'm playing it on the PC.
Yeah. So I mean, they all spread.
But
GTA 3 was a PlayStation exclusive, and it expanded, and now all the Grand Theft Autos are everywhere. So
right, and I'm sure there's a lot of Steam users out there like myself, and Steam is one of the biggest gaming clients right now that there is for the PC. Steam, in my opinion, revived the PC gaming industry, and now that the PS4 and the Xbox One are built on a 32-bit architecture, thus x86, we're finally getting into an era where PC games and PS4 games are going to be very similar in code. So hopefully we'll start seeing a lot more ports to the PC. So the people who have badass PCs that spent way more money than people who bought PS4s and Xbox Ones can actually do something with that badass hardware.
Right.
So I mean, I'm ready for some serious games that push my graphics card to the limits, because I certainly haven't found one yet.
And but yeah, the nice thing is we are exiting that era of the industry, because now with the indie scene that's exploding, people actually can take chances.
That was something I was about to bring up, was the indie scene. The indie scene has really exploded. I mean, Steam Greenlight, all these Kickstarter programs that we're getting now. I mean, it's really becoming a new thing, and some of these indie games are really impressive.
And we'll talk more about those indie games in the next episode. Sorry to cut you off there, but I hit 20 minutes.
Right.
And that'll give us something to do while we're sailing around like fucking idiots here.
Indeed.
Fuck off, fish.